Howdy, howdy. If I can be heard. So I made a brand new confessor. Go get stuff I need for the Sword of Night and Flame and try to run it through, see how it does. The confessor for this because when you kill the dragon, so there we go. Experience right away. It's perfect to do the 24 and 24, and you've already got the stats, I believe, the dex and the strength to wield it. I think you have to two-hand it for a little while, but we'll see how it works. I kind of don't like killing the dragon early, because then the whole all of them ring is basically a wash. You maybe get 2 levels while you're going through. But I want to really pretty much emphasize the Sword of Night, at least for a little bit. So.
You're a tar, and I can also that you're not then. Why not? I am Carly.
Got the little kid. I hardly ever remember to make the raisins for, what is his name, the horse. I can't think of his name. I've played this probably 900 hours. Here we go. Terrible at parrying, but we're going to try. There we go. See, I did bad. I know it's harder with the bigger shields. Yeah, garbage. Stop doing the big overhead hit, you guys. Alright, get it. Maybe I'll put what's the parry? Carrying parry on it or whatever later on. Let's see if that helps, but maybe not. I don't know. Carrying retaliation, I think it is. Just grabbing all the junk I normally grab when I first go through. Yeah, at least we can always use a guard counter for a big knockdown. Boom, there we go. Did a strength build like that where I got the biggest shield I could. Just guard countered almost everything. That was pretty fun.
Have you heard of the finger they serve? But I can play the role, turning rune to aid you. You need only to the foot of... Then it's settled. Summon me. I bequeath to... Use it. It will some torrent has chose treat him with...
I just remembered right before she told me. Beautiful. new to this, when you first start, you want to leave at night while you're doing this part because I'm going to go right back to the Church of Ella here in a minute. After I get my first whetstone. And then there'll be Ronnie will be sitting there. She says she's Ronaldo. And she'll use the bell to summon spirit summons. And since I am not real good at this game other than the whetstone knife, you have to have that knife to put any of the whetstones on. Since I'm not very good at this game, I pretty much use the summons every time because I gotta at least have a distraction.
This way, tarnished. May I have a apply and the wit I'd heard, and upon the talk I said thou art but call forth. Ah, I was entrusted by torrents to summon the spirits. Now it is that. Forgive mine intrusion, tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Yeah. Let's see what we got. 10 big. It's kind of weak. Oh well. Alright, so this way. I'm going to do a little bit of run around while I'm doing this because whetstones and other goodies all around the area here. Tree jump there. Most people have seen this stuff, so if you're an Elden Ring Souls player, you've seen this. If you don't get to do it, I'm just bored on Saturday morning. Thought I would give it a try. Enough this game to figure that out. I've got it. Well, I have it on PC too. This is PlayStation. I've got it around 15 minutes. Should be good at it. So go figure. Sorry. Probably about half an hour to do probably an hour to get all the stuff, get the sort of plan, get started. Take a little more direct path, but
everyone only to have did you know it's quite a and heading to entice well that but I don't have it's scary.
if
I
you
want
need to
to
talk to her a bunch,
can you and it'll be
do
great.
that.
Oh,
Get her all
tell
the way
them
through
I
the
will
conversation, so when you get to the round table hold, she'll be there. Oops. About to do here is we're going to run around the back path of Lakes, Larnia Lakes. Because that brings back our little leveling girl that we're in this moment, Melina. Recipes that did this. So I can try that. Just if it upgrades my parrying efficiency. I don't think it does as well as like carrying retaliation or the golden. There's golden retaliation. That's more of a bait-based idea, I think. Both of them kind of up your parry to where it would be the same status as a small shield, and that still gives you the ability to block with a medium shield. So. Gotcha. Touch the race, but not quite activated yet, because if I do, I'll forget to do this next piece. Go much later. For a faith-based caster, which, I mean, I guess I'm doing Night Flames, I'll be a little of both, but I don't even really normally get this book in faith. But we do want this, because this is what makes their now potions do. Talk to the poor little fella here.
Well, you're a trying
Kicked out with 10 runes. That right now. Let's see. This, that'll take us to
Forgive me. I've been to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering play. Very let my hand.
Talk to everybody if you want to.
So that one ensuring, by the way,
I'll probably
you
grab
most
some of the
time
spells
you
eventually, but
what do you say?
I don't have any.
May the Golden Order shine through
Per
you.
se.
Well, the honor of... By the way, she's my servant. Take your eyes off if you find her. If she's a servant, she's been my... I've lost count of them, honestly.
My name isn't this
This is
around
the
and
important
never
one.
knew,
Get through
although
her
I'm still
dialogue.
looking. So I'm
Still looking for her purpose. Okay, now you talk to this guy. He can level up your weapons and wasting stones until I decide if my hooks. But you're not asking about her.
She has a sword in her eye.
I usually look
Back already. No matter. I see you've
usually
nothing
just go
special.
through his
Shrapnel.
other dialogues.
No,
just
no
because
point in my being beside, despite my society.
he can change the magic on your weapons and all kind of stuff, so he's a good guy. But you can do that at bonfires too a lot of times.
You're telling I don't believe. If I do, I suppose
She doesn't
I'll
believe
ask.
you.
Certainly he does. I know I can tell.
Then go back to him. He doesn't believe you. And then when you come back, she's ready to level up
already, no matter.
spirit stuff here.
The girl. I am absurd. I was
What she wants. He doesn't believe you. Blah, blah. Now she'll be sitting right here.
If I I do. I suppose I'll ask
She
Master.
just says the same thing, so she's done it.
Oh,
And
I
then
can't
last
let
but
him
not
out.
least,
It
this
is.
is the
I love
leader
you.
here.
The house can remember you.
So you talk to him.
There's nothing left to.
Nothing left to say. He's done. Okay, yeah. Back to Stonehill Shack, where Roderica was. Okay, well, she's coming out. See there. Oh. Okay. Now, you don't need to go up this way unless you're a strength build, but I just grab things because I'm OCD. So, come up here. Try not to get seen by the troll because it does have a ranged attack. Hit you from very far. Probably not kill you, but it knocks you further first, so it's okay. Let's see which way he's facing. It's coming right at us, that's not good. High. And the notice is good. That's gonna hurt, maybe? Yep. Ready. Probably be a good time to change it to daytime, because this guy in here can change into an evil monster. I don't actually think it's him changing, but there's a lot of things that can get you at night, so while you're casually playing, make sure you leave every morning. Let's add that. Let's do that. I'm also going to take at least one make it. And a blast.
Names, but let me ask, are you here? Does your despite takes me penny into all I know? Now's the time. Not floating above
Him. Here we go. This next part can be real fun because you can get them all stirred up, dodging and reading rolls. So I'm going to try to be careful. But this guy up here is going to make a statue through from stuff. Now you can sit here and they can fight each other because what he's going to do. Probably he's going to do this giant or troll growl at me. Might knock me. Didn't get it off. But back up here. Oh, see that? Almost got me. Would have knocked me off more. At least taken half my health, if not more. Don't have to do any of this grabbing that I'm doing. Like this part's, oh jeez, that wrong. Opening the chest to give you items, but get it open. It doesn't. Let's go 21. An awful big guy over here somewhere. Should be chasing me already. So I can take his exalted flesh. There he is with the shield. And the last little bit. This way, this poor Alexander.
Can you hear me? Help me! I'm
Stuck
stuck.
on the ground, weapon, talk to him.
My thank just give and I'll pop. Don't dally, give it your all.
Nice big R2. Another nice big R2. And another one. Good. Quick.
Well, I am beyond upon this. I'd heard doesn't to red me. I've heard.
Alright. He's just looking for a fight somewhere to prove he's the man, so. There's a merchant there. I skipped one set of gravestones already. I'll go get it. I guess I'll grab that stuff while I'm doing what we're doing here. Just need to make it as fast as possible to get to where I can use the Sword of Night and Flame so I can get started. Grab the Stone Sword key. I started with the Stone Sword key, but eventually you can buy one, which you're probably never going to whack for. I haven't really found enough spaces where, as long as I buy the 3 from one function and 3 from another, that I've run out of it. This is one of the greatest talismans in the game. This purple symbol that's now under my health bars up there means that my stamina is rejuvenating faster. Off the side here and get the little gravestone because that would be the only way. Wouldn't want to come back is what I'm trying to say. This is a good path to the church too. So we come down this way, off the side. This way, get close to the Spirit Spring. You don't die from heavy falls. And I'll go Sacred Blade Ashmore, because that kills skeletons on contact, especially when used on the mace. It used to be on the swords too. Last playthrough I was doing the swords kill them, get it from half the effect of the initial casting just to pick it back. Well, it didn't have a temper tantrum. This. And we should sneak in, grab our stuff 2. Sword of Night and Flame won't use those, but I'm probably going to upgrade this broadsword with that Sacred Blade on it, or the mace with the Sacred Blade on it. That's my backup weapon for when I see undead stuff. So that's probably the plan. So grab that. This. And mix the Wondrous Physic. Grab this. Okay. So, like I said, flask do more healing. This is the flask that we're going to end up with, but at least now I have a extra heal, so to speak, that right there. And it gives me a strength buff for a little while. Let's see how I do right there. So my strength went up to 22. I think it's like 16 regularly, 17 now. Or maybe it's only 12. And I think that does a 10. Yeah, look at that, 10 strength. Okay, so. Yeah. Don't have to go this way right now, but I might as well grab the fort stuff, or the. I'm gonna run down to a fort that's down in the corner here. That's kind of a part of the story, and also we'll pass the Mistwood Ruins. It should go this way. A little bit probably. So this elevator takes you under the ground. Little area called Siafa River, but it's a long elevator ride down. I don't feel like doing it right now. So, we will put this up. Let it go. This, I love this, on strength builds, I put this on the little gloves. And it makes me feel like Hulk Hogan dive on people. So it's kind of fun. Just for fun, better not. What this even does. Map movement. I don't know. I can't remember the map because these guys are not. Usually that bear gets involved, but decided not to today. That howling is part of the story. Go back and deal with that in a little bit. Just make it easier to travel around later. So run out here real quick. These are just good to have for like when you're close to a level and you want to put just that little bit more in. Sell these. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, quit. Great. Out of control. I think that's all of it. It's kind of like free currency. You can pop up like the souls in the Dark Souls give you a bit. A little boost. Usually try to save them for when I'm close to a level and don't feel like risking killing a couple more things, so I pop one or two and then put my level in. Yeah, I wish there was a merchant that sold them so when you had a lot of souls you could buy those things. I think that it did have in Dark Souls, I don't remember for sure. Oh, what? I don't even want to go inside right now. Just pick that up. Get that out of here. I don't want to do any serious killing until I have the Sword of Night flowing. Let's do it. Oops, that way. There's a merchant over here too. I guess I can go see him, and by then I'll probably go, oh, how did you have it? We don't really have anything. I don't remember what he does. This guy has... That's the Barbarian Shield. He's got a couple cookbooks that are probably good. Trina's Lily if you're trying to do sleep. Some stuff there. Alright, so now back to Heel Lake North. Oh. Somebody's gonna yell at you while you're running down the road, so I can run down the road. Monkey guys get charmed into a bush.
When they, and so this is all I hope.
Exhaust his dialogue.
They're not right. I'm right. But I'll need them out.
This is actually a pretty decent starter Ash War. There's one later called Royal Knight's Resolve. If you, it only lasts for one hit. If you put it on a weapon, it hits for like I think this one's like 25 or 30% harder. And the bigger one hits for like 50% harder, I'm pretty sure. And it's a little ways in, but it's a good one. Go ahead and grab a stone here, because this will upgrade the sword on that flames up. Whoops, pick it up. So, here. All this stuff. Oh, let's see. Down there is the Asha War. It's on the Uchigatana. What's it called? I like to grab that. That way I can make my Uchigatana cold with the orange sheath. Make sure you guys slap them real hard. I like that. Or if I just get the other Uchigatana from the ruins, I like that one too. So let's make sure full health. Boy, 10 level health, 10 vigor is not good enough. But it'll be alright. We'll just level health at least to 30 after we get our thing, so that you don't get vigor checked unnecessarily. That stinks. Doing pretty good in a fight. Get one shot by somebody. Again, I don't know this scroll that I'm about to go grab, because I'm not trying to be a mage per se. We'll have options, because you never know when my ADHD is going to kick in. Back over here, Spirit Spring. Easy way down with that thing. Right back here. And we're about to grab the weapon then. Just kill the dragon. Just go to rest, and that one gets everything off of the tail.
Might I bend my knee in the servant's sight? But I swear
She
my
wants
good
us to
father
give her
decided
father a letter.
by his
A lot
servant.
of
This
times
seems
I
come
do
my
this
spirits, please.
just to be
Would you mind my soul,
completionist,
please? Thank him, please.
because if you don't,
Please can be stopped.
I think if you kill the Godric the Grafted at the castle, it still does the same thing, where he finds her dead out here. But you don't know why the heck, who he is or whatever. I'm sure I'm going to do it this time. I need to learn to... Alright, there's a Morning Star, that's a good thing to have. I'll show you why, because it has this bleed on it. So, yeah, well, I don't know if you need that, but if you get a small bow and want to put Mighty Shot on it, that's kind of fun. You get a large bow, it already has Mighty Shot on it, but maybe you want to make it into Frostbow. I don't know if you can, actually, to be honest. That would be neat if you could enchant. I don't actually think you can enchant those with the different stones. Okay, so let's put the weapon on. I'll put it on the second slot so that when I get the sword of Night and Flame, it's ready to go in the first slot. There we go. And then probably be smart to go pick it up before I go kill the dragon. I'm not sure that I'll have to do strength or something, but I think that to get to 2040 collect and faith, it's going to resolve it. Another nice thing about the mace is it's going to give us a little extra plot burning power, and this big guy takes torture. else. Use it. So let's go down here. Come on, get out of the way. And while he's drawing back the bow, we're going to get in R2, and R2, knock him down, R2 his ankle. Oh, it did drop something. I was going to say, most at least drops great arrows. Alright, now, almost done running around like a fool. Sort of. I got a long run through Vernia Lakes to get that sword I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and charge the flask. And up here. More thing over on this side. This will go get the sword and go kill the bird. This thing's protected. This one. Probably come back down the other way. Let's go to, I don't remember if that's all the stones I need to upgrade this to just, or it's at least like, what is that, 1, 2, 3, it's going to be level 4 if I got every stone, and if I have enough runes to do it.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
So, let's see, strength permanent, 1, 2, 3, and this to be 4, so that'll help with killing the dragon, I think, but I ain't sure. Because it has a 50 blood loss, and that's really what I don't actually think it'll help kill the dragon, because it's really about the blood loss, because the dragon has so much health that the little bitty pixie stick isn't going to do nothing to incorporate damage. But we shall see. I almost forgot something. I probably will forget it. All of a sudden, there's a gold foul foot near the beginning of the game. Maybe I'll go grab it before I forget, because I won't forget what I'm going to do here. I always do the same one around here. So let me get the next brace and we'll go back. If I don't forget by then. I'm an old man, by the way. Couldn't tell you, so this might be painful for some good gamers to watch. But forward. There. Okay. I have no rooms when I'm on the bottom top of this guy. So right back here where you started, where we didn't even talk to Vari, but it's pretty evident when you talk to him that he killed your maiden, because when you first come out the door, this is where we first came in, he's like, hey, you're maidenless, haha. It's like, well, how do you know that? Oh, wait, because you murdered my maiden, right? Okay, golden pickle falcon. See the screen there? Jump down here. That thing keeps you from dying and hit the ground. Come on up here. There's a short bow at this merchant down here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this grace inside here. I don't have any money to buy the short bow, but I'm going to go up here. course, when I come out, I'll be able to see what the heck I'm doing. Now there's poor little Brock. He's been beat up. He'll get his revenge in a little bit. Yeah. Alright, we'll come back for that later. Once we have a sword of Night and Flame, we'll get some revenge for our little buddy there. And I guess he'll change your clothes. I've never really done too much of that. I know I'm terrible at fashion souls too. Okay. So now, back to this spot. Let's mark this map frame. Okay. And go here. Now, there's 3 little jackasses here. No matter how many times I try it, they knock me around. So what I normally do, see like that guy that just jumped at me? There's 2 or 3 of them right here. Yeah, 3, see. So I'm going to jump over, fade them away from it a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on back here. Get the map back in. My lesson. This way, just follow. See this thing on my right? Follow those little pillars. Those ones. Some nasty guys just keep going to the pillars. Because there's a nice place right here on this set. Grab that. Go ahead and press because they're casting all kind of stuff at us. That will probably hit or fly overhead while we're here. Wow, that's like, oh, there's one. See it was coming. It's like the first time that's never hit. Alright, yeah. This place has a dude that is just angry, but we're going to run right by him. He's going to pop out of the ground over there. Whatever, revenant. Here, and this fella gets right further than him. Those dudes, if you hit them with a healing, if you hit yourself with a healing spell when they're on top of you, it does significant damage to them. But I guess I could have done my urgent heal. But see, all it takes that stupid urgent heal to do. Not real awe-inspiring. Right. So we really don't need to come here yet. But if you don't know what you're doing, so now, whoops, inventory. The new piece is that map. Let's see. So see if you can't really even see it, but if you look there, it's got a marker by that little island there. And I can't get in here because I don't have that piece that is telling me to go get. So, down here. Yeah, a lot of times I go ahead and mark this here. Let's remove, let that other mark go. Well, oh, there it is. Just so that I don't have too many marks running around in the world. You can always put 5 of them in a random spot to your east or west. That'll put them up. Blue and white with shield. Put parry on that. I don't even think it has parry by default. Maybe it does. That'll make it parry a little bit better. On this rooftop, if you just jump down, you're gonna die from that bridge up there. So normally, if I can get to platform 1, I used to get lost real bad. Just kind of follow these buildings. Come right to where I've got marked. Over that blue thing, make it go away. This. That right there, the mark right here. Mark. while we're going through the lakes towards where I'm going, there's all kind of little stop-offs I like to do. All these little, I'll show you, right here. They call it like a mausoleum or let's just call it a shelter. All these little shelters will have some sharpening stuff, smithing stones. To upgrade your weapons more. There's a lot of 2s and 3s out there, so you see one of these while you're climbing up. But what main weapon we're going to use? Are going to use those. So, these guys have shot. That one does. Boy, I thought it was going to be. Watch this. See these blue things coming. Those will fall long. Going up to the mark, grab this little chest. This was a favorite of a lot of people when the game first came out. It was so good, nerfed the crap out of it. So, here, somewhere here, there's a sign of grace. Probably not going to be tough enough to make it by these hands. So once I get this side of grace, I'm going to just go kill the dragon to get. Well, either way, I'm going to run past him. So do it. Not this dragon is what I'm talking about killing. It's not yet. Later. This. So that's the Academy Glintstone key that opens that blue gate. And I know 99% of anybody who clicks on this video is going to know that information. Just in case there's a brand new person that says, hey, I just turned 14, what the heck is Elden Ring? And you just happen to stumble across my silly video. The universe hasn't collapsed yet, because all of those things are just about as likely as each other. Here we are. Okay, let's try this. Where's this guy? Can you get up? Yeah. Try and just run through here. Did I pick this stuff up? I don't see it. Alright, we'll come back to the river maybe if I get. Oh my gosh, let's go. This area will get you killed, especially if you're alone. So we're just going to run right behind this stuff. There's a nice sword in there for a caster. If you're playing a prisoner or an astrologer, it can be used pretty easily with just a little bit of stat investment. And this carrying it. Wow, it's this big giant 3-stage sword that knocks the crap out of stuff. Mostly for stance pressure, but it does a decent amount of damage once you upgrade the sword a little bit. Maybe I'll come back and grab it later just to showcase it. And there's also the Ash of War that does the same thing. That's bed rest because I've used potions and all that good stuff. Alright, we're almost to carrying where we can get the sword I keep talking about. Always run over the flying skulls. There's a map. Nope, this bond has the big potion, but there's one always just needs to bring them long distance. Good thing is, I only 3 freaking rooms, so if it kills me, no big deal. Didn't pop an AG yet because I get some dialogue from Blade. I don't know if thing to do with him right now. So he's an alternate smith if you're out running around. See him, you got the stuff you want to upgrade your weapons. She will do it for you. But at some point the game ends up expiring, so spoiler alert. I'm probably going to get hit by this one, right? But that's okay. So, at this rate, here goes the big run of doom. See if we can make it. It seems you just murder people, but these guys have discipline for years. That was Samba 3 already. That's neat. I mean, I'm about to stay up to 3 as soon as I get it. I know there's a 4. Alright, so like I said before, I'm not good at this game, so that big old hand there, okay. Big old hand there is going to make me miserable, but maybe if my wolves get distracted, I'm going to oh boy, this is going to Yep, that was good. Good start. Okay, I'll probably just run through, so let's try. I can turn the wolves loose on him and just keep running and see if that doesn't get me through. Because I am just way too weak to fight these guys right now. So we'll go back this way. It's safer to get up there. There's one that follows me right here, you see. Don't want to mess with him. Kill this guy because he's in my way. That guy will follow. So let's run. That weird thing. Summon boys. Get the big hand boys. Oh, dude. Oh, go. They're not going to be much help. We'll make it. It's just a matter of getting them fired. Run. See, normally on a playthrough, I just do the whole first area before I do much of anything, and at least get my stamina or my health up to like 30. 35 is better. And then everything you do in the game is a little slower, but you just don't die that quick. So you have room to make mistakes. But not this time. Oh my gosh, okay. Roll, dipshit. Did you run? Yeah, so. Probably not even dealing with this, but that'll be a nice action war to have later. Watch out for this big guy, because he's going to pop out the ground and eat your face. There we go. We're home free now, I think. Get your stamina, come back up, go. Stamina back up, go. And I don't even have good stamina for this level again. So when I get recognized, you can watch my stamina go down. We're in there now. We're home free. just keep running as it left. But every once in a while, I'll let off the run button to get my stamina back. Especially like when I'm turning corners and stuff. Jump off here. And we have arrived. Unless I missed this jump off. There we go. Don't shoot. Now, go ahead and open the door here just because. I don't know why, because I never ever. Whatever. Maybe if I'm running through it. But I doubt that'll ever happen because I barely even know where that is. Alright, so we are done with all that. Gonna go right here. There. Let's see. Right here. And I need to take a small break and be right back. And we're back. Let's see how it's going so far. Whoops. Oh, one hour. It looks like it said that too. Alright, so we already been here. This way. Let's look and see. Okay, so 12, 12, and then 24, 24, so that's why I picked the Confessor, and I think I'm going to be able to put enough levels to get 24, 24 when it goes good. But let's go by this guy. Sometimes, for some unknown reason, he'll activate, just murder me, because he's got a breath attack key that goes 600 miles. Not very often. If it does, I think he's perma-activated. So do not mess with that golem, especially when you're low level. Even when you're high level, just fight the heck. So, this dragon also beast. So just keep on and mess with it. This one, see that? He's too slow. Skipper hand too. Go. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just leave him alone right there. That was a terrible place to stop, but jeez. So I got up in scratch my arm. Alright. PlayStation remote stopped charging, so and the microphone don't work on it. Not that this one probably works great because I'm not using a microphone. I'm using a Bluetooth transmitter from the PlayStation that I got off Amazon cheap, and it came with some little microphone plug thing to put in, but will tell me it sounds like I'm talking all the time, so I'm just using it. Standard microphone PS controller. This controller got down 6 months ago or so. I bought the parts and tried to fix it, but it didn't really do anything, so I don't know what's wrong with it. And then the battery stopped charging, so I'm debating whether to order a $50 controller that's kind of off-brand, or just get another set of microphone cables and another battery, and try and repair that other one. Batteries are only like $15, and the ones that I got last time had lasted quite a while, so probably worth it. This guy here is a giant bird tree. He will smash your face. Really bad. supposedly this is Grail. Not supposedly, this is Grail. Supposedly when you're killing him. So here's what I'm going to do. When I start killing him most of the way, then I'm going to eat that thing. Then I'm going to finish him off. But supposedly when you're killing him, people do it here and here. I like this leg right here. This one right here. Because you kind of run forward. Just stay right here. So, watch up there in the left corner for my health bars and stuff. Not hardly doing anything to them, but mace. There we go, see that when the blood procs it does a 13,000 from. So, this is about a 5-minute process. Worth about 100,000 minutes. So, worth it. Do the fire get off. Unfortunately, it stopped getting other part 1. We'll do the 5th one. So here. Stamina build back up. I'm told that you got to keep the bleed pressure on. So in other words, if I was like just keeping myself real dead on stamina and just smacking them one time, I don't know if that would work as good or 2 times or whatever. But I like to keep forward stop. It doesn't matter what I like to do. One of these is sit. And then also supposedly, if when you get close to the end here, you're back on the horse, and the first time that he wiggles when you're swinging, you know that you killed him. Supposedly, if you run back to the race, kill him over and over again. This feels cheesy, not doing that. It's super cheesy. Because there's plenty of rings in this game to do slow. But I always eventually end up killing him because I love the dragon animations and give you my dragon heart, so it's almost a must do. So the next time that the bleed procs, I'm going to keep that golden bell pit clip. It would last right now, probably, if I ate it. But it will definitely last through this last little bit. You'll see when it procs again, it's going to be like a sliver of health. I'm probably going to be made a line of that there, okay, it's a little more than a sliver, but it's good and needed because the next time that thing procs, he's done. That gives me some extra something. By the way, if you're running around, there's 5 other dragons, 4 other dragons in proximity. They do it. Okay. For some reason, they can't get through their bar. For some reason, they can't get through. There it goes. Oops, I wasn't on the horse. So, so I should have been on the horse. I really don't want to see if it still works or not. See, like right now, it's going to show it died. Got 64,000 runes up front. The other, whatever for the other dragons on at 96,000 with the gold pin outfit. Go ahead and add the charge to the flask. And I'm going to level up. Like I said, let's do intelligence first. 24. Hope that I've got 10 levels left. Beautiful. Right on. Perfect. So, now, you can use the silver knight flank. So you gotta hit L2 to get the stings. R2 does that attack. R1 does that. It's been a while since I've heard these. And as you can see, it's a pretty big burden on my damage. Okay. So, get at each level. Stings. I'm already 7,800 of them, so that's going to mean through the whole of Limgrave I hardly get any runs. But let's start back here with this guy at the Church of Ella. Talk to him about Blade, who's that guy in the picture right there.
Wait, well, you're back.
As if you remember when I was running
Howl
along.
of a wolf, I suppose. Next time you don't try just that.
Nope. Okay.
What is it?
I guess we'll buy the books that he was going to write. And might as well buy these pots so we can grow stuff. And I guess we'll buy this scope. Okay, pretty well done spending money at this point. Oops. What? Oh, okay. That's not good. So, for now, I guess we'll take the mace off. We'll have to switch back and forth depending on if I'm doing undead or not. Roll out? Okay. It's bad when you can't roll. Alright, so, now, I don't know if this is how it would end up if you were bringing me. But I'm going to go through everything that I know through here. So here we go. So if we were to log it right now, it's taking me an hour and 12 minutes to run through all the first area, get 8 potions, get a couple of upgrades to the potions, get the weapon I wanted. If I really wanted to, I could go sell all the runes that I have. Let's see, boom, come down here. I could sell all these and probably at least get a couple levels out of them, but I'd rather keep a hold of them. And then there's more that I didn't pick up quite normally when I do an introductory run. I pick them up. But so let's switch to this stance because this little dude's going to jump out. A lot of those cards. Quick, agile. So the melee damage is not the greatest, but it's good enough, right? Oh, you know what? I have the stones. Let's go ahead and upgrade it to level 3 before we get crazy in here. That way, at least it'll do as much damage as it can do. So we'll come back out here. You have to go outside to be able to teleport. To teleport to the round table hold, when you open your map, hit triangle, square, X. On the Xbox, that would be what? Y. I can't remember. Y something. YXA? Yeah, probably.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your own.
I do, like I said, I know where to get a 4 and a 5. But 3 should be good enough to push through the baby area. Just beating crap and stuff. So, I was in... Nope. It's in this cave up here. Just for fun, let's one of these guys is gonna jump in. So, That's the flame. Oh, you know what? I probably should have went and bought the bow, but that's alright. This is the money. That takes 30 out. Then this part stinks. Usually I'll get a bow. Ah, come on, dipstick. If you get the bow, you can shoot these little statues and they'll sink down. I'll grab it right after I finish doing this one, because I really need it. So if you hit them, they'll drop it. But if you get the bow, you can shoot them when they're all the way down the hall. They won't incinerate your face. So I usually pick up the short bow if I don't have a bow. Like finish. Samurai starts with bow, rogue starts with a bow. That's about it. Let's oops. Let's get the right. So I'm going to use that all. But I don't care. Let's see if the point of this part is going to hey, look at that. Yeah, last one. So that's a pretty powerful sword, but as you can see, I'm already out of mana potions, so maybe I need to swap one more. And as I go along, I'll be putting a lot in mine. To make it where it casts even better, longer, more times, whatever. But until then, okay, so now that I upgraded the sword, it only takes 2 hits to kill these guys. Shield up. Post kills with 1 hit. Or, not post, what is that? Again, there's a little sneaky one on the left here. That. They're throwing daggers. It's coming on. Oh dear. Alright, we got away. So. That was a jumping attack, didn't quite finish him off. That lever. Always don't do anything after you pull lever because it's going to put this message up and see, look, I can't roll, can't jump, got to hit X, or well, on yours it's probably triangle to make it go away. Or Y. Where'd you go with it? Where is it? There it is. Almost walked right into it. Alright, come on, quit it. Keep the shield up. And that's that. So, I could go in here and get myself dead. We are going to go this way and rejuvenate because I have 4 potions. We're going to switch that up a little bit. Hold on. Flasks. 5 and 3. Let's go 4 and 4 because I also have the Wondrous Physic that I can tap into if I need another half heal. So. Now, the rest of the running through here ought to be about as easy as I can be. Since I got this powerful sword, at least the first area. Maybe it'll kind of get stale by the time we get to the second area. But we're going to see. This guy likes to night flight. That's a pretty good start. Watch out. Flame's pretty good too. The last night. Alright. Start. Good stuff. Don't worry. The game will get kind of difficult for this weapon, where it's not doing that great. Alright, so from there I can teleport back to the beginning. guess I should be showing where I'm going on the map. So this is where you start. I went up here to the church. I ran around to that. This is right here. Grab this grace. You don't have to do these guys, but it's just, these are all little mini bosses the whole way along. They give a little bit of extra. You know what? Before I do this, I don't know if it's as dark on your screen as it is on mine, but since I got that one merchant, let's take advantage of that. So this merchant right here has a little belt lamp you can get, so you don't have to hold a torch in your right hand or in your offhand while you fight. And that way I can choose the stuff I want to choose. So with him,
You wouldn't be surprised, no
I'm
matter
gonna level it all. I keep buying stuff though.
Don't.
So I want this little lantern, and I might as well get this little book because it makes these cool little crystal things. And back to where we were. Oh, shoot, right there. Where's that cave? There. Oops. What are you doing here? That's why I left the first slot open early on, because if you're out messing around and you need to get back to your first slot, you can always hold up. And also use this thing. I'm kind of invisible, I think. Or it makes it where your feet don't make any sounds, yeah. Dark Souls 3, this was a caster, a mage type spell. Assassin step or something like that, but hey, you know, they're allowed to change what they do. Put the shield back on, and let's see. So, let's see how far the flames go out. Not far enough. Oh here. Oh boy. Let's do this. So even the melee on this sword is pretty good. I don't want to waste all my mana because I have focus points and things on pieces. Because the boss is not real hard for me. I might as well take advantage of this cool sword and we go to put all the effort into it, right? Oh yeah, I should be making let's see. I don't know if I have enough to make home for it. I do. Alright. I'll instantly be picking up those smoldering butterflies. Let's put that. As this is just a great little thing to have. Doesn't cost any mana, I don't think. Did I not turn it on? I went and got the lamp. I didn't bother to turn it on. That is fantastic. Okay, so get in here. Probably don't need the wolves, but I'm gonna use it. This guy's gonna do some big swipes at me. Help his face. I guess you gotta be up close to the flank out of the first. Cool. So, you can also touch these little things, but so like if you're in a cave, you'll have a little red line through all of your portal places, but when you're in this room after you beat the boss, you can teleport wherever you want, which I should have done. But when you return to the entrance, it puts you outside where you can teleport anyway. So either way you want to do it, or not quite outside, but it wasn't quite at the grace, and it wasn't quite inside. Go. See this bridge. Yep, back this way. Now this is where I probably need my. I don't really need it, but I'm going to use that mace that I set up in a minute. I'm going to change the ash ore to the cinder blade. So we've teleported here, we're walking here.
Sacred Blade. I have to swap it out because I couldn't, as you remember, couldn't roll with both of them on. I'll work on my stamina after getting my health up and stuff so that I can not have to swap weapons out. It's going to be a while. So here's Sacred Blade's best part. Kill it immediately on this place. Kill a skeleton. What I mean by that, let's do it one regular if you don't know. What would it be? So if I beat this skeleton up, man, see there's that globe. Hi there. Got it. So now your weapon is fully infused. It just stopped. So that's kind of good. And so grabbing all these little things to upgrade your pets with. Sacred Blade doesn't last too long. For all you dexterity lovers. There's two skeletons here. So you gotta use the Sacred Blade every once in a while just to rejuvenate it. Not exactly sure how long it lasts, but not more than 60 seconds. There's your Uchigatana for you dexterity types. You're already playing this thing, right? What are you doing? I killed him. This guy. Come on, you can do it. No, back down here. Don't really want that guy shooting bow and arrow at me if I can help it. There we go. Let's get that. Because they'll sit up here and shoot at you while you're running back through. So, I don't even know what any of that is. I mean, all that stuff is for your crafting, which is probably useful, but boy, it is such a pain. I used to try to do crafted arrows build. You're gonna hear all these bits of good. Straight lines into this. There's one of those skeletons in there. Not that you had to, you could have kept running. Run up the stairs. Switch back to my other weapon here in a second. Open it. Okay. Sure you open it before you or you'll be sorry. Alright, so now we're back to full class. Switch back to our sword. I'm starting to get a lot of junk in my inventory, but that's okay. Let's get the wolves ready to go. I think this is there's twofold here. You get these things, these death roots. It's the Black Knight Assassin. So, you don't want to get distracted by the wolves before you can use the Match of War. That's what jump away from. See this. See, if I try to do it while it's focused on it, gains go around it, so you gotta avoid things. Or you can try to flank it. See how jumpy it is. Jump at it. That comes in dagger's pretty cool because when you get a critical hit, backstab or whatever it heals you a little bit. So that takes care of that guy. Go back to Saint's Bridge. So, I'm just going to come right over here and jump over onto this thing. If you want to, there's a dungeon back here. I don't really like this one. It takes too long and it has the dancer charm in it, so if you're trying to do a naked build, this is okay, but I'm probably not going to do this dungeon right now because it is pretty lengthy. So just do this to have the, maybe I'll come and just murder it later when I have a lot more health and stuff, where I don't have to. Right now I'm afraid I would use up all my potions just trying to get through there. So we don't even need to fight these guys. I'm just gonna zing right by them. Grab that, I guess. This grace. There's all these up here, but I don't really want them. There's all kind of recipes and all kind of junk. We're just going for some little tiny bit of experience. Like I said, see, I haven't even been able to put in a level since the Killing Grail. I had my, there it is, see, it's right in front of me. I had my lantern on my hand there. This is going to be those little stone statue guys, so we're going to switch back to having a shield so that we can parry them when they come running at it, or not parry, but block when they come running at us. Guard counter. This one will drop on your face. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Finish them off with the regulars since I wasted my opportunity. These guys are fun because you can get them all stirred up back and then run through this switch that's on the floor and stay to the side. And that'll shoot fire bolts in their butt. You're going to run back across it. Oh, we're going to take a little damage. Hey! Potion. I don't know if that killed them all or not. Nope, it didn't. Pull out of there. Get this back for crying out loud. Dive. Sometimes it's more trouble than it's worth to do that. But it's always fun, whether it's trouble or not. Then just be careful after you do this. You don't run right back over the thing. That opens the boss door. Again, make sure to get rid of that stupid message or it's going to make you pay. Because these guys are in the way too. They're about to get it. Let's do this. That's right. Let's get them. Come on. Come on, go. Alright, enough fool. Well, that was nice. I didn't have him targeted, so I had my back to him when he was swinging that weapon. Yeah. But the good part is now I don't have to. I have to fight the first three again. Turn the lamp back on. Hopefully I'm not stupid and lose my runes on this one. Yeah, come here, punk. Where you at? Can't see your buddy. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Hit L2 instead of L1. Notice this guy last time. I think so let's just do this the easy way. No, not going to activate. Come on. Let's see. Come on, dude. Okay, high frames are good, and blood loss is better. Get some time after I got pitiful health on this guy. These little shits. Watch the. Oh, I just messed up big time with that experience. Yeah. Where's the other one? No, he didn't activate. Good. Don't do that. See, I got impatient, but it didn't cost me. I actually survived. So let's see if we can't get these freaking morons. I know, I got an idea. Let's see if the next one, which is on fire. Of course not. There, died. Guess brute force and ignorance is just the way to go. Yeah, about that. Jackass. Yeah, once again, I don't know what's in this. Oh, it's a big guy. Yeah, he's probably not going to do real well against Knight of Wayne, but we'll see. You gotta get him distracted. Right. He's a little tougher than I thought he'd be. Roll. Sometimes with guys that multi-swing on you, it's best to roll towards them. And that Vanished Lightning Bolt is nice. He'll take you all the way through the game. Just saying. I'll make sure I go to the right place. Alright. Because I think I was about to go. Huh. Oh, okay, that's that. Oh, shit. Sort of. Okay. Rest. That's one drawback of using the little thing instead of just teleporting to a grace. You don't get all your potions and your mana and stuff back, so I guess I would prefer to just teleport to a grace. Alright, so that other one that confused me. I remember when I was up there, I dropped off a little ledge, got a grace, then ran back up around, so I could jump down on this. So, continuing on, about to get invaded for our first time by an NPC. It's not another player, but this is, I guess, what it acts like. I always play a flying normalist. I hate PvP. I try to do it, but basically I just get killed. Did I mention I'm not really good at this game? Thanks. How can you love something you're not very good at? Oh, no. That's the nice thing about that. Oops. Even though he rolls, it lasts long enough to... Nice. Okay, have some of that. Oh boy. Damn it. I guess I should have seen. I had 7218. I probably should have seen if I could have got a level. 7803 now.
I could have used some of my runes to get level if I had been smart. But as long as I don't die before I pick them up, I can start working on my damage. It's kind of funny. This guy's like a crusader, in my opinion, is what the class they tried to model him after. Aren't knights supposed to be kind of tough? I don't know, maybe this is spoiler. So the big thing now is to get to those rooms before Nereus kills me again, because he's probably going to. So I'm trying to get there before he comes out. I think I'm going to suffer for it. Well, I guess not. So the other way to handle it is you can get hit, and I can just avoid it. See it. Oh dear. Okay, back off, mister. Come on, drink potion. Problem is, he's still causing blood loss when he hits my shield. Come on, samurai dude, where you at? Thank you. Where's this guy? He's supposed to be helping. There we go. Running back towards Knucklehead. Yeah, see. Now, normally I would have already had so much health that I'd just kick him out. And you're this weak. Just can't. Okay, but... Yep, come here, samurai. No, I'm being a whisper. Out the way. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Now we can get a level. First health level, yay. Seriously, I'm going to just pump up this whole first area. Because the weapon damage is good enough by itself to carry me.
Well, you're tarnished. You stay the just remember me, you're a
just need to not die every time somebody sneezes on me. Oh. Warned you about that big dragon on the lake, which we're going to go murder right after this. So, this way. That Reduvia that I just got to is also a great starter weapon. There it is. It's a little dagger. I don't have the dex or the arcane to use it. But if you're playing a rogue, or a wretch, or even this guy, I could have been putting the points in to make that the weapon of choice. That is a great starter weapon now. Alright, here we go. 36. Level. Alright, now. There's a guy in here if you've played other Souls games named Patches. Patches is a froggy little fella. Always causing mischief. But he seems to cause less mischief in this game. You can't kill him here. Give us a little bell parent to give to the... Let's just finish one off. There we go. To the merchant. Round table fold. I prefer to leave him alive because he's got a really cool quest for a whip later on. So, I'm trying not to accidentally kill him, but he is kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so if you open his chest, let's see if I can figure out where he's going to come off that ledge right there. So we'll open this up, take his clothes, and he gets all bent out of shape.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! What's up, young boy? All of it.
I don't know what that stuff is, these. Okay. So you get him to half, he does this little surrender animation. And if you want to, you can keep swinging on it and die. But
Finally come round, have
if
you?
you don't, then he kind of does some stuff for you through the whole
You're a man
game.
of reason. True and true.
Probably not great stuff, but whatever.
Well, what do you... Now, how did I took you for an innocent... Well, what?
Thought I was a demi-human. Give him,
I'm Pat Harnish, like, only for now.
if you still want to kill him after that point, you can say some things can't be forgiven.
Don't forget to pop back for another... I'll be ready to weep.
In Dark Souls, he does a lot of dastardly stuff, so I don't blame him if you want to kill him. But I'm not going to. And now, boy, it gets dark when you are in these caves. Now, there is a big old dragon here. Try and kill him a couple times, even though the samurai dudes can stay away from him. Here it comes out. Okay, there's Bond there, so he's going to swoop in and murder all these guys. Let's see what the sort of thing does here. Get off the horse, stupid. Can't do that. Let's see how now that's going to grab that. There, and I'm just gonna like take a chance to like up a little, get close enough to the don't get too greedy with dragons because they will at this level. Yeah, he's not impossible. He raises up the stomp. Keep going. That. I don't want this just to be a melee weapon. With the weak melee weapon, I want it to be more of a showcasing what this sword can do. So one thing you might do when you're fighting dragons like this is don't lock on, because you can get stuck doing that. See, you can lock on to the legs, and yay. Give me 5,000. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and come here. There's a jump over this one. This is one of my favorite weapons in the game. You can put spear type ashes of one on it. You can just put all kind of stuff on it afterwards. And I freaking love the things. So I'm gonna have that handy just in case I decide Then I'm bored with the sword knight flame, which is probably that's something. And then we're also jeez, no. You know what? If I lose 6,000 points, it's not the end of the world. So there's this neat little spot down here that they booby trapped. I must well get that sword stone key on here. Come on, you. Get in, get out. Let's go. Where is it? Okay. Right. So this is a quick way to one of the later parts. If I can find the stupid there it is. Sorry. Look for that torch. Now there's gonna be rats down in here, so I don't get killed by the rats. Let's do that. Gonna die at least once in this new area that I'm about to go to because I am way underpowered. And all I'm gonna do is run for my life, but I'm still probably gonna die. So this thing traps you and takes you to this other place. But it's a quick way to get to this cave instead of running all around like a lunatic. And this will be great for later. So, well actually, I can't get my somber form 5. Okay, so when you come in here, this cave is dangerous for us at this health level. These things are useless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run out of here, and I'm going to run down this hill. Oops. They're going to hit me with those pest threads, and I'm going to die. So let's try and do this a little bit more efficiently this next time. I'm going to get my rings back because I want that level that I'm about to get. Usually I come from the other direction, and I decided this would be a quicker way to get here and die. So, now, right down. Oh my gosh, quit. So we're going to drink a potion to hopefully have as much health as we can have. We're going to run right down here. Oh wow, the pest thread guy didn't get me, I'm amazed. Go ahead. That. Yeah, how much do I get? Oops. 8214 for a level, so I'm going to show you all my cheese whenever you get within a few thousand of levels in a minute. Lots of people probably know it. Alright, so that brought us here. And that's a good thing to have, except I already have that Fort Pharaoh. But anyway, so I love this War Master Shack for quick level and at least at low levels. And you definitely want to make sure it's not nighttime, because old dude in there will freaking disappear sometimes when bell bearing comes out. And I'm also going to be bad. Since parry doesn't work with a flip on his medium shields, I'm going to use that no skill ash for take that parry off for now. That way, even when I have it in my hand where I can block with it, when I do that, it does the night flame. So we'll do that. And now I need to kill 3 giants to get my level, but we're going to do that. So that's a pretty good. 2 hits brings them down. Snap in place. That was easy.
Let's do that again. So, I always like to use this front right leg. What the heck happened? Because you can do it when they're doing all their stuff and dodge. Me too. Do his temper tantrum, roll 2 second and then just scrape around and the third limb, finish my poison. This sort of still. See. Nope. So, nice thing about giants is every giant replenishes your potions. Trolls, not giants, not bad. And come back here. Go ahead and spend that level. So, yes, I think level 3 is a good level 3. So that's that. We did all those. Did those guys. So we're going to start here at Castle Rampart. If you remember, I ran through all this stuff. You know what? I did ask about the whistling of the hound, didn't I? Let's go ahead and get this part over with too and get another Somber Stone 2. Let's see. Can I? Oops. Yeah, I want the finger snap. You notice I put it on the one that was right here because that just means to the right, but you can put it on the. And what I mean by to the right is when you do those, it starts you wherever, whatever gesture you have selected. So. And run back up here. Here I'll do Howling again. There we are, you can see the ruins. Sometimes it's so foggy you can't. Now, one bad thing, this crazy bear. Sleep. Sneak in if you want, but let me see. Whoops. The night flame stance is pretty good for taking the bird off. Let's put a flame on him, see what that does. Even staggered. Nice. Did a lot of damage. So stagger is good. Stagger is a real good thing when it comes to anything in the game. So we have a decent amount of experience here. That. What does it even do? I think that's the charged attack. Let's see. Enhances charge attack. So what that means is when you hold down your R2 and all the way, it does more damage if you're wearing that talisman. Not really what I'm going for in this build. Let's see. I want to go in here and just get some more smithing stones just because. Just one. Okay. And jump over this wall. Open this up. Go to our finger snap. Comes to say hello.
Carly sent you. The name's Bloody Flag, so come tell me I can offer you. Dark and in need of a fitting.
Wants me to find this
Bloodhound, right? Which we already unlocked this whole area.
Darrow,
Coming?
rotting in a cell is no true justice.
There we go.
No. This is where it ends for you.
Well, that messed him up, huh? So that finished. It's hard. Now, somewhere, there he is. You want to talk to this guy and exhaust his stuff. Gives you that.
If you venture north, tell him I sent he'll be sure to try owe you honor. As this time we part. As this time we
Going
part in
through
ways.
his dialogue. You remember that big blacksmith that was sitting right here on the side of the road when I went to get the Night in Flame? Now he'll give you a little bit of a discount on stuff if you tell him you're friends with Blade, so that's always fun. Let's see. So now that we're done with that, come down here. This is to see Wise Beast, this one. Special note, if you have your sword on one hand mode, you bounce off of these guys because they're okay. Now, why are the green turtles, you say? Well, not that I'm even using them yet, but it gives me access to this. This ladder wasn't here before you did that. I think there was a seal on the door too. Okay. Sometimes there's good stuff in that little area, but maybe not so good stuff. But some. So make sure when you come out of these things to memory stones. That's what you need for extra spell slots, which we haven't even gotten any spells really yet that I bought, but might as well have room for it. Okay. Yeah, these wolves are obnoxious. Down here. Let's get these wolves out. Oh dear, this guy's not all that tough, but he's nasty. That smoke, see like that. That smoke. See how he likes that. Distracting wolves out here. Gotta love that nice. A couple more. Okay. I think there is something like up here. Never remember to go get. I don't even know what it is. It is pointing to a dungeon. Is there something up here? Not down there. What is it? This is the plan. There's got to be something here. Okay. The little eagles can drop feathers for your fletching. I swear there was something up there, but I'm not seeing it, so. Rings. Those are, in the skulls, those are always the 200 ones, but still 200 rings. Getting close, it's 200 rings. Oh, that's what it is. A little another. These little star shards that you give to the Saludius in that camp carrying that. So those are always good to have extras of. It gives you a free puppet when you get through his quest line. Take the guy with the jar in his head because he's more expensive than the other one. And as you're going through his quest line, he ends up getting killed, so the other one you buy with the 2 shards and then you give one fancy thing. I never have done anything else with it other than with the magic shard. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you think I'm random. You're not wrong. I guess I should watch a little bit of the video and see how my audio sounds. Alright, these guys suck. There again. This might be quite enough on that cube, to be honest. This is a little bit tougher of an area, but let's see. This all. Hang on. Let's go. That guard cannons, the punks. Create level 1. Alright, then. There's going to be 2 or 3 in here. So, guard cannon. Yeah, just like that other guy, if you're blocking with your shield and they get you to the blood thing. Where is he? I guess there's not another one. I thought there was one more that I had to deal with. Oh well. If they build up your blood loss while you're counting, or while you're holding your shield up, you will take that blood damage, so beware of that. There's some goodies across there that basically gets an extra use. So I just don't care what's that. This room, this guy has respawn. I guess you could find the crap out of it for whatever they're worth. They probably look decent. But I prefer just going to run through here, wasting all my time. If I want to have a farm experience, I go kill those giants through this, or those trolls. They're just not that hard. there if that was the pop, so let's run through there. That stuff. Here's a perfect instance. If you don't close out that message, this guy's going to hit you in the face when he comes through here. And we're going to do a little something here. Because I need my pets to be... This boss has 4 of those little gargoyles. And he's one of them dog dudes that drops on your forehead. So, we're going to go back to round table hold. And have Roderica level up our dogs because
good to see you. I have you
this guy
I can have eyebrows yet. But and if there's I search Roderick.
So that's that. And that was this done all the way over here. And as you can see, I get enough to get a few levels through here, but I'll be lucky if I, where are we at? 12. I'll be lucky if I have 15 health when I'm done with the whole first area. That guy down. Guess what? I'll shield this guy. Alright. Let's get the dogs ready. This part is not my favorite. There's a lot goes on in this room. But hopefully the dogs can distract them. This is one of my favorite early game pets. But I'm already almost dead. There's the other 2. Gotta take these guys out fast. Ah, jeez. Come on, run. Oh, and we go. If I get them down, I can heal these a bit faster, but you don't want to just run in here with these first 2 because they'll follow you and these dogs will stand at the door and fight these idiots while you're supposed to be. Supposed to be, while they're supposed to be distracting the other units. And you see it didn't really help. They're freaking useless. So I'll get right all over there. So let's start running, dodging. Taking a big hit from Jackass. Oh my goodness, should die before I get my weapons back. Okay, stop targeting, dick. Shit. Alright, maybe I can survive. Like the big bastard. Where's the rest of them? Where's the other one? Shit. So are my dogs like? Right up. Bastard, but oh, my dogs are over. There. That's good. Oh, this could hurt. And it didn't. Let's get some health. There we go. Alright, sorry about the chaos. Some jackass rang the doorbell. Probably selling something. Left, and my dogs went nuts. So, those guys ain't all that great, but for some reason they're one of my favorite early game pets, actually, because they cause all kind of hate and discontent.
Greetings. Are you here for...
We are going to clean them up just a little. Change them out for the doggos. Alright. Whole thing running around up here. We're going to run a loop around the bottom part too, because there's a bunch of those tiers that make your potions more potent. I don't really need any of this crap. forget. Like, especially here, there's this shield in the shack that's about useless. It's like a wooden size shield, so it doesn't even have to deflect like the one that I'm using has. But it does look good. You gotta watch these guys. They all see their yellow eyes. They all have this thing called madness, and it will jack you up. So, see, that's what I'm looking for. This church right here. There's another those little sacred tears in there. Since I don't really have the health where potions aren't good, I think I just missed a room. But you know what? The game you want to make up for it, because I'm not going back there and taking that punch in the nose just to get 200 rings. There's a set of grace up here somewhere. Missed it. And then it's right here. Let's get it just to have this part. It's a little bit hectic once I get down. So, I like to ride my horse because sometimes you can make a jump to save yourself here. Not in time. Alright, let's I almost got it. So I don't even think I do this unless I decide I'm going to do a lightning build, but we'll grab it over here. Go outside, usually take a little bit of health there. Those bats are just bad to use, so just kind of avoid them. Yeah. I know I'm running by lots of stuff I could be killing, especially that I need levels, but you know, they're not that hard. The little stuff does add up, but it is little stuff. And everything has a chance of killing them, especially when they're low health. So, this. One more of those before I let's see this way. This room, I'm about to go around another couple times. It's another nice favorite weapon. Where's the rat? One more hanging there. Usually this way. Yep. So, be careful down here.
something nice about it. I'll tell you how many times those guys have killed me. I'm pretty sure I'd need more dexterity to use this. I have the faith, I think. Let's see. And strength. Let's see. Strength of 16, dex of 16. So yeah, I would need dex to use this because when you double hand things like this, it gives you 1.5 times your strength, so 12 times would be 18. 12 plus 6 would be 18. So my strength would qualify for that, but I would need more dex, so I'm not going to try it. It may be something I use like that as a great faith weapon.
It's got this really cool little, I can really do stats. Most of you, or a lot of people have seen the information. Yeah, so it does that move, but it also has like white aura. What that does, you've seen how it got raided a couple times by persons, and they drank the potion. Well, if you have that thing, then you put that thinking in your mind, so. Take a little detour right here until we get the next two bases. There's a nice little portal tower, or a trap tower up there. The site before. Since I picked up 3 of those sacred tears, I can lose all those potions. Pretty respectable until we get over 20 or bigger. So.
These things called mausoleums. When you kill bosses, you can choose between 2 items, 2 rewards usually. If you want both, you can come to the mausoleum and knock it down. Get inside. So, I think at this point, levels are more important. But this is one of those merchants that sells those stones or keys, and he sells smithing stones if you're trying to upgrade a weapon. And that lantern that I bought from the other guy at the lake shore, and these lost ashes of war let you duplicate an ash of war on smithing stone style weapons, not somber smithing stone style weapons. So if you wanted to have the same ash of war on 2 different weapons, you can make a copy of it. Like there's a lightning strike that I really like that is pretty dexterity based, and I put on the curved swords. If you wanted to put that on 2 curved swords, you can make a copy of it after the smith is at the round table. So, these guys are terribly hard, but rather than fiddle with this stuff that can kill you, and they're going to chase me up anyway, but it's easy to hit them. Get out here. So like that, climb up the ladder, right? Nice little ladder. Okay, I got it. This guy. Right now, trap chest. Somewhere later on, when you're in the royal capital, there's a way to get this elevator up to the top. I'm not sure where that's at, to be honest. I'm I'm not that familiar with that area. It's pretty sad because I've played this game unbelievable amount of times. Okay. So this dude, if you look right now, because I got trapped, cannot travel the sites of grace until you rest it once. So if I want to get the heck out of here, I can do this and rest. And now I can teleport, I think. But I really want, well, I don't know that I really want. I'm going to get this thing. This dude is not worth fighting. He has a ton of health. He can pretty much one-shot me, even if you leveled your health to this point pretty good. 20, 25. He can two-shot you. Oh, there we go, so I got one shot. But let's hope we get closer to the door, because I don't want to lose 5,000 runes. So we're going to run right back up there, get our runes, and try to get the heck away. So hopefully they're not too far close to that stupid chest, because that's what gives them time to get up and smack. Of course they're coming all the way up there. At least you don't have to go through the other mission. So let's run. I don't know anything to do with fighting this thing, so we're just going to keep running while he's reset. Get the heck out of Dodge. Because this is bad news. Alright, so that was down here. That's all solved. I'm going to go right back here and fight a couple more bosses to get. Hopefully get at least another level before I go down here to Castle Morn. Take that whole area on. Hopefully I can get one level out of that. Maybe two. Don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Marin too. He's worth some experience. Yeah, we might just have 15 health by the time we get into the castle and start fighting our way through our first real dungeon. Real dungeon. I don't know why I didn't say plural. Keep in mind too. There's some kind of dungeon here. There's a big thing here. There's a jail there. I'm skipping all that stuff because I don't really need the items that are in there, but we are going to switch back to the mace because it's a skeleton type dungeon. I don't really even know what I get from this book, but I always feel like I must get it, so there's a buddy. Warrior's Cookbook. Let's see what it gives. Rank or pot, so that's like a poison pot, I think, that you throw, but when you throw them, it also poisons you a little bit, or does poison them, so it's not my favorite thing. Hush up. Sorry, I had to turn my microphone off for a while because the dogs went nuts again. Imagine that. So that guy just gave me lethal. He's a pretty fun pet. Let's see if I can... No, I need 400 to level up. So this is where we go where I was talking about. These are worth 200. These are worth 400. You can see it right there. So I'm going to use one of them. I'm going to level up, and that's going to keep me from losing those rooms when I go fight this next boss. Between him and the next one, I might get... Alright, so... Here we go. Trees are extremely sensitive to fire, so that's why I kept using the fire on him. I've forgotten about one more guy, which is this up here. He's going to make it rather easy to get another level. I think he's worth at least 3,000. So over here. He either usually goes here. Yep. This would be the walk away, guys. Okay, skeletons, be nice. Now. Almost got myself one shot. Oh, I did. Dang it. Okay, let's try that again. First things first. Hyper focused on my rooms, especially where are they? Necessarily the guys out to help. Let's see what not a whole lot. Pretty good amount. Okay, there's not a lot of poison in it though.
have some of this too, so yep. So let's see. Still gonna go kill. Gonna get tired to see me go to the War Master Shack if I keep this streaming up. Well, I need like 3,000, right? Yep. I don't want it to be anywhere near nighttime here. Okay, it's morning. At some point I'll fight this guy, but it's bad news as far as I'm concerned for now, until I get a lot more help. What fun is that? That's why we got the old sword of knife. I think the flame has more stance damage. Let's find out. You can't stand something like that number of souls. So that should be about it. I don't remember if I needed like 9,600 to level, whatever. I could look. Of course, now that he spotted me, I can open the map. Stop, dog. Come on. Where are we going? Just a minute. Yeah. You're good, sir. Now, like I said, I don't normally like to go do the bosses up in the that this area is intended for if I don't do this part, because then you don't get the explanation. Of course, the way I'm pushing buttons, you get the explanation in. Also, that lift takes forever, so I like to always send it back down in case I get killed. Because so sometimes it's just best to hold your shield out front. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That's why I sent the elevator back then.